Picture this. This guy tells you that he has an opportunity for you to make an extra $50,000 a year. What would you do? Hello friends and welcome back to my channel. I'm Chelsea. You know that, I know that. I'm just a lady with a bulldog, a camera, and too many opinions. And I have a lot of opinions, obviously, about people on the internet. Today, those people we're talking about are the LABRANT family. If you are not aware, the LABRANT family, oh God, they're the worst. Some of the worst. Now, to give you a little synopsis, let's go over it. So this is Cole LABRANT. He's a turd. He really got his initial fame, one could say, on the internet from being a part of a group called, I'm pretty sure I'm pronouncing this incorrectly, but bear with me, Dem White Boys. I mean, who wouldn't absolutely love this type of content? Look at that. Look at those sweet moves. And now him and his wife, Sav, have just a gaggle of children. They just keep getting pregnant. They do not stop getting pregnant. That sounds like my worst nightmare. One's enough, thank you. And not only that, but of course, these are the types of people who, in my opinion, this is all my own opinion, hello, really exploit the crap out of their children. Now, family vlogging has taken a pretty big dip, I want to say, in the last few years. Thank God. So what happens when you have no skills whatsoever and probably haven't saved much money and just keep having children that you just keep clickbaiting all over the internet? So what happens when, you're like, oh shoot, I need to try to profit off of my audience a little bit more. All of our worlds seem to be colliding because it seems like Cole and Sav took a little page, a little slice out of a micro bakery girl's book there. Now, Cole and Sav LABRANT have been promoting and marketing the Bear Fruit app. Now, this is their app. Could they have just started a Patreon so that they could, be closer to their audience and have them pay more? Sure. But would Patreon or any other type of subscription, pay-per-view type of platform like that be able to make it to where you can sell courses on how to potty train your kids? Oh, you probably can do that on there? Oh, interesting. You know what's just as bad as the LABRANT family's multiple scams and just grossness overall? When I don't have enough time because I'm running out the door or working and being super busy, when I don't have time for a high protein, gluten-free, grain-free, soy-free, keto-friendly, wheat-free, naturally flavored, totally delicious cereal that's childlike but for adult. Well, thanks to the sponsor of this video, that's not really a problem anymore, is it? Thank you to Magic Spoon for sponsoring this video. Magic Spoon fits a variety of diets and lifestyles. Whether you're trying to be carb conscious, keto friendly, high protein, no sugar. It's taking forever for me to film this part of the video because I keep eating this. I need to put this down. Magic Spoon is your childhood reinvented. It's the same great taste that you remember, but upgraded with grown-up ingredients. As you can tell by the fact that I've already taken a bite of this, I am loving the treat. I'm always on the go. A lot of times I don't have time to just sit and eat a bowl of cereal, which as you can tell, that's why I'm just eating it while filming this. But I love their treats so much. They're crisp, airy, crunchy, and they don't have that chewiness of a protein bar. Some of my favorite flavors are the chocolatey one and then the peanut butter one. I've already eaten all of those, so now I've moved on to the marshmallow ones, which I also love. Magic Spoon's treats have 11 to 12 grams of protein, 1 gram of sugar, and 1 to 2 grams of net carbs. So you can always get the fuel that you need on the go. And Magic Spoon's cereal has 13 to 14 grams of protein, 0 sugar, and 4 to 5 grams of net carbs in each serving, so you can feel good about what you're eating. Use my code CCSUAREZ or click the link in my description box or scan the QR code to try out Magic Spoon cereal or their treats and to get $5 off. You can also find Magic Spoon on Amazon or at your nearest grocery store. Magic Spoon is so confident in their product, it's backed by a 100% happiness guarantee online. So if for whatever reason you don't like it, they'll refund your money, no questions asked. So like I said, click the link, which is magicspoon.com/CCSUAREZ, scan that QR code if you'd like, and to get $5 off. So Cole and Sav LABRANT launched this app and kind of all over the place with what the hell it is. Because not only do they have live videos on there, they also have courses, they also have other exclusive content over there, edited videos. They have live chats and whatever, I don't know, engagement with their people over there, maybe some blog posts. And then also these courses, which is it just a PDF? Because it seems like it's usually just a PDF in these situations. Now, apparently, this entire app and the idea for it was stolen by the LABRANTs, allegedly, from someone that they had a meeting with about like digital courses.
Our negative experience with Cole and Savannah LaBrant and how it relates to their new venture. Let's get into it. On April 1st, 2024, we had a 1-hour call with Cole LaBrant to discuss what we presented as a multi-million-dollar opportunity. Cole said, "You have my attention," and we scheduled our exciting call. He said this was very timely because they were looking for something to sink their teeth into. He even signed our NDA to show good faith that what we talked about would be confidential. And we trusted them. I mean, they're very outspoken about their faith. Why wouldn't they be? Here's a video of us right after the call documenting our experience. It's April 1st, but it's not April Fool's Day.
Not April Fool's.
We just got off the call with Cole LaBrant for an hour where we gave him our presentation. He really liked it. He really liked it. He was
very intrigued.
He was very intrigued. He's like, he had no idea what, like, this is perfect for them because they have no idea, like, about digital products.
Yeah, and he said if this was the #1 moneymaker, his motivation on putting all of his energy into it will exponentially go up.
How do you think it went? Do we sound like we just talked to someone who was familiar with what we were discussing and maybe they were already working on something similar? What do you think? Then they went silent, but they posted this video on their YouTube channel.
We have 3 really cool, unique business opportunities. What we feel is very like-minded people.
Stuff that we're super passionate about, so it's
not
pretty exciting.
It's not like to make money, but it's actually to make a difference.
Yeah. The description of their new venture sounded strikingly similar to what we presented to them. So concerned, I sent Cole this text, just flat out asking him, where he said no, and if we were to do that, it would be with you guys. No worries there. And according to Reddit and the homepage of their new Christian business, they are in fact doing a homeschool course, which is what we describe as their bread and butter. Cole also shared in another private text message that they plan to incorporate many of the elements we presented into their venture. I really didn't want to speak out, but I couldn't just sit back and let this happen to my family. We just wanted to share our experience to see what you guys thought. Does this seem right to you? Stay tuned for the full story after the launch of the LaBrant's new Christian business with the intention to bear fruit.
So the LaBrant said over and over again to these people that they didn't steal their intellectual property. But here's the thing. Them allegedly stealing this business venture from someone else isn't even the most interesting part about this. The most interesting part of this is that despite the graphics looking very childish, and despite the LaBrant family's key demographic being quite literal children, because what adult in their right mind would find this funny or entertaining at all? Their app is marketed towards adults. Also, the way it's put together is just so sloppy and just it doesn't make much sense. So let's go ahead and go over some screenshots we have from it. So Sav posted this Instagram story and said, "I haven't talked much about this on here, but I'm truly so excited for this next season of our life and this thing we've created. It's launching in 3 to 4 weeks. We've never done anything like this and really are so confident after seeing it come to life that it's going to serve as much as a powerful tool for the Christian family and community." I feel like I just blacked out reading that because did any of that make sense? I can't wait for you all to be a part of it. So on this app, they have a community aspect of it. They have 30-day courses. They have live podcasts, which I think is just a live stream. And here are just some examples of the courses. How to homeschool. Seems familiar to the people that are alleging you stole this from them. Finding the one in 30 days. I do find this interesting because right after it was released in the App Store, the app got a review that says, "This helped me find my dream girl." Well, that was quick. And then spicing up your marriage. And it says spicy level, 4 peppers. 4 peppers? 4 peppers. Girl, 4 pepper spicy is like a sex swing and a butt plug. I doubt y'all have any of that. And then this one says, new course coming. This one goes there. And the course is 10 ways to get divorced. Now, there have been people on TikTok who have downloaded the app, such as Alyssa here. Thank goodness for Alyssa. And who have gone through it and who are just like, this is fucking boring and awful and I hate it. And that's it, right? So let's go ahead and have Alyssa take it away.
First, I had to actually pay a $10 access fee because the app requires a subscription for you to access any of the content. So I paid my $10 fee and then it takes me into the homepage where it's pick your first course, because that's the main part I think of the app is they have courses that you can go through. 3 courses. There was one on potty training, I actually don't remember what the third one was, but I picked the second one, which was Spice Up Your Marriage. Quick disclaimer, I'm 18, I'm not married, I don't even have a partner. I'm also a lesbian. So, you know, the fact that I'm on the app is like, I don't know, hope they don't ban me because they're so, you know, against all that. Get rid of any shame attached to like wanting to spice up your marriage because it's a good thing that many of us lose after the honeymoon phase, blah, blah, blah. There's so many people like you out there and all this. And it wouldn't let me screenshot that because most of the app is like Netflix. When you screenshot or screen record, like it just goes black. This, I don't know how I was able to get this, but somehow I did. So it says like, time to break the ice. Tell the story of the first time you met your spouse in under 5 sentences. This is literally, I was just like, okay, let's make it like High School Sweethearts or something, like something believable. Okay, so basically after I finished that, I clicked submit and then it comes up with a thing saying, you're all done for today. See you tomorrow. And I was like, oh, but you can only do like 1 activity per day, which is kind of like, I think that's where their money grabbing scheme comes in because people are going to want to do more than 1 course. But to do that, they have to be on the app for several months. So by the time that they like unsubscribe, they're already going to have lost like a lot of money. It directed me to a discussion group for people doing the same course as me. And I think that they upload your response to that question to this discussion group. Like, that's why I wrote something fake. Like, one, obviously, because I'm not married, I haven't met my spouse, or maybe I have, I don't know. Unless if these people had, like, copy-pasted their responses and put them in the discussion for other people to see. But it was, like, there was about 1,000 comments, I think, when I went on, because it had already been live for about a day. And I went on, and, like, half the comments were people saying the story of how they met their spouse, and then the other half was people being like, oh, me and my husband, oh, we've been together for 2 years and we have 3 children, blah, blah, blah. Like, oh, we love God so much and all this. And I'm like, oh my God. Other sections, there's the giveaway section. There's a section with like a daily devotional from the Bible. And then there's also like a community page where you have, it's like a discussion group, but it's like general. So anyone can like write stuff on there, like from any course. It's not like, you know, just the people from the course that you're doing. And it was just the same sort of comments that I was seeing on the other discussion boards. So boring. And then there's the page that has like the podcast, the videos, the Q&A sessions with Cole and Sav, which they do like a few times a month or something. There wasn't one live while I was on there, but even if there was, I don't think I would watch it. It's so bad. I'm actually hooked. I'm so interested to see where this goes, like spice up your marriage. And not only that, it had a winky face and 5 chili emojis. This is disgusting. Like, I swear they're gonna tell me the most unhinged stuff in there and I'm actually so scared. But that is day 1 and I will keep you updated tomorrow.
Now, while they were marketing this absolute travesty of an app, they were doing a lot of giveaways. Apparently, they have been doing giveaways that people think are fake. And this is a screenshot from one of those. It says month 1 giveaway winner. And it says, hey, just wanted to check in and make sure all the gifts arrived and you were able to cash your $10,000 check. And it says yes and yes. Again, wish I could squeeze you both. Thanks so much again. Happy holidays, sweet family. So where did this money even come from? You should be able to check if a cash was checked, if it was deposited. Do they not know how that works? Do they have so much money that it doesn't even matter? Probably not, because they are doing this type of. So also apparently they had posted a Venmo screenshot. So I mean, that right there proves an inconsistency. So like, did you send $10,000 through Venmo or did you send a check? Why are you posting Venmo screenshots then? That doesn't make any sense. Now, I'm not really sure what anyone expects from people who made a self-proclaimed documentary. It was a YouTube video. I'm not calling it a documentary. Saying that more children and babies die from abortion than in the Holocaust. These people are idiots. Now, y'all know I went through the course by Bethany Beal of Girl Defined. Her sex course, it was truly riveting. And by riveting, I mean, I am never going to get that time back and I'm pretty upset about it. But anyways, here's some of the information from their sex and marriage course that they have on their app. And it says, let's talk about sex. Sex is one of the most popular topics and experiences for humans ever. Humans love sex. And this isn't a bad thing. God created sex. God created sex to be this incredible experience. God created sex on purpose. Did ChatGPT write all of this? it really seems like it did, or a teenager who has been scared into going to church. The problem with sex is that our culture has taken it captive. So are these the only things that are actually like in the course? It's just these blurbs of words, and then you just answer a question and that's it? How's that a course? That's just a question. Okay, and then this goes through on day 4 of their sex and marriage thing. It says, we're going to walk through every perspective we can in this course. The perspective of the wife, the perspective of the husband, the perspective of the newlywed, the perspective of the couple in the thick of it with kids, and the perspective of the couple married 20 plus years. You haven't been married 20 plus years. How, like, each season and situation is unique, also has a similar root cure. Give them more money. And no matter what season of life we're in, whether we're male or female, good sex is a good cure. But good sex isn't always easy. The formatting on this is wild. And while it may be easy for a time, Satan will work to destroy it. Good God. Is Satan in your bed sheets? Hardships are going to come. Let's hope it's hard. I cannot be stopped. So here are screenshots from people answering the questions from this one. And it says, on a scale from 1 to 10, how would you honestly rate your sex life with your spouse? This person said 7. This one said 4, 6, 8. That's wonderful. Good. Well, I mean the 4. But hey, we all go through ebbs and flows, baby. It's all right. Where do you notice the manipulation of sex the most in our world? Social media. I believe the manipulation of sex is most prevalent in music. Social media, in the media for sure. Is it there, or is it y'all's religion spooking ya? Like, what false expectations of sex have you brought into your marriage? That sex, it's bad. Even though I'm married, I still think about what my parents said all my life. It sounds like you're 4 years old and you're not married. Honestly, I'm not sure. Why are all of the things like fruit? I know it's called bear fruit, but like assets, like all of them look like so just childish. And it's, I mean, I know they're 12 years old. I don't know if I have any expectations. I do know that my husband does, and it has made it really hard for me to want to be intimate. Well, sounds like y'all should have probably been able to have conversations about that before you got married. I unfortunately had a lot of sexual partners before I met my wife. I took those sexual experiences and thought it would be the exact same with my wife. If you're having sex with a different person, it's going to be different. We've grown so much now, and it's better than I imagined, but what a hurdle I had to manage. Comparing all the smut I've read to my/our sex life, to always be prepared and planned for when and where. What does that mean? Swear I never really had any. I mean, okay, that's good, I guess. I came into sex with a big biblical view of it due to my parents' influence of sex. My husband, on the other hand, had a different view. So I guess my expectation was that we would see sex the same way and not that we would have such different views on it. So the question here is, was your wedding night all you imagined it to be? And listen, sometimes you got to consummate, all right? However, that is such a long day. I'd say statistically, most people don't do it on their wedding night just because like you're so freaking tired. And then a lot of us don't plan the best. And you wake up at like 5 a.m., which means you got like 3 hours of sleep and have to be at the airport to go to your honeymoon, right? So yeah, we almost weren't gonna. And I was like, I'm so tired, let's go to sleep. And Tony was like, how about we eat some of this leftover food and then boink? And I was like, that is why I married you. So that's basically what all these say, except this person right here says, absolutely not. Nobody warned me how sex was going to go as a virgin. I cried. My husband felt so bad. And we just went to sleep hoping that the next time would be way different. And it's like, this is wild because like that's the course. It's just them talking about God and Jesus and how Satan's hiding under your bed. And then people asking questions. So then we have finding the one in 30 days. Hey, how about you don't? How about you don't do that? Sex before marriage. Raising kids to genuinely love Jesus. Potty training 101, of course. How to spice up your marriage. Sex during marriage. And then sex before marriage again. But if you were thinking, wow, Chelsea, their entire app is all about sex and marriage, like, and pooping, obviously. Nay, lady. Here are some groups that we have: marriage, parenting, singles, business leaders, finances, men, women, and trauma. This app's giving me trauma. Now, like I said, they do some live podcasts, which it's like, babe, that's just a live stream. Please stop calling it a live podcast. I'd really appreciate it. Now, in these, they go over some Q&As and things like that. Some of them are quite interesting. For instance, someone asked, how do you feel about vaccines? And then Cole proceeds to act like he has been shot in the chest. And he says, You can find anyone with a PhD to tell you what you want to believe. You got to do what is best for your child. Modern medicine is good for your child. Another person here, which I find this so interesting, said, views on tithing when you are struggling financially as a family. Tithing is giving consistently to your church, basically. With some fundamentalist churches or religions that are like real, just any religion in general, a lot of times they will ask for like a certain percentage of your income, which is crazy. No, thank you. I give like $100 to $200 like on Christmas or Easter. And sometimes if I like have money in my purse and I'm there and I will, but like y'all are doing just fine. I don't need to give. Cole said, God calls us to tithe. It's biblical. If you're a follower of Jesus, you need to let your personal convictions go. Personal convictions? What if you don't have the money? Hey, don't feed your kids new clothes. They don't need clothes that fit them. Nope. Give money to Jesus. Even if you're struggling, I would definitely always follow what the scripture says. You're reading a pretend book. Calm down. People also asked in this Q&A video, will there be any future retreats or bear fruit conferences? And they said, yes, they are looking into doing that already. So again, I think it is clear, and this is just my opinion, that they are trying to just squeeze more money out of their shrinking, but that small percentage that is dedicated, that part of their audience, so they can just get more money from them. However, it seems like this maybe wasn't as substantial or sustainable as they thought that it would be. Now, this thing launched like 3 or 4 months ago. Recently, they had been posting about how they feel like they've been called to expand on this, how they feel like they've been called to help more people, I guess is how they're trying to frame it. And they were basically saying that they have like an investment opportunity or, just an opportunity for you, for someone to make a certain amount of money each month. Now, when you hear that, if you watch my channel at all, you most likely right away, your red flags go up and you're thinking, wow, pyramid scheme. Well, it's an MLM. Now, Cole posted an Instagram story that says, hey guys, as most of you know, we recently launched an app called Bear Fruit. It's been so great. Better than we could have thought. Doubt it. On the app, we do big giveaways while we also try to understand some of your guys' deeper needs. 2 big things constantly come up: financial needs and health needs. As Savannah and I have prayed, something I've felt led to add into my schedule each week this year is an opportunity. This is can y'all learn how to write? Something I felt led to add into my schedule each week this year is an opportunity for 20 of you guys to join me for weekly Zoom calls. We aren't just handing you a giveaway, but showing you a way to create and provide for your family that far outweighs a giveaway, with an end goal of having all 20 of you making a recurring $50,000 or more annually at 12 months from now. I'm only looking for 20 very, very, very serious and committed individuals, 18 and up, which is not your audience. Please only reach out via email if you are interested. Okay, now the people who emailed them, I don't know if it was all of them, but remember he said he was only going to take 20 people. They received emails, and one of them says, we want to congratulate you on being one of the only 30, I thought you said 20, selected from the 420 with how many, that's really not a good conversion. That's not a good conversion rate. Incredible individuals that applied to be coached and mentored by me and our NeoLife mentors and coaches, Alan and Nicole Blaine. Based on the application you completed, Savannah and myself want to invite you to be one of the 30 founding members of our 50K club with no guarantees or promises of success. Okay. This 50K club has been carefully designed using established and proven success principles to set you up for success and give you the best chance possible to create a $50K a year or more recurring income stream over the next 1 to 2 years. So is it proven, or can you not guarantee it? I go, what? Some will do it sooner. Who? Whomst? And then he goes on to say further in this about the commitment that you have to make, your intention and equivalent action to create a $50K a year or more recurring in both. It's like, you already said that. Stop. Your commitment to being positive, coachable, willing, and hungry enough to do the work required to win and impact many lives with us. That sounds like a cult, sir. Your commitment, okay, to treating your business like a business and working it with 100% flexible hours, a minimum of 5 to 10 hours per week. Y'all know I cannot freaking stand when people say things like, it's time freedom. No, it's not. You just are working for yourself and you just don't have set hours. Guess what? That means you also don't have set pay and you're probably not going to make any money. Like, I technically, like, time freedom doesn't mean like free time. And it doesn't mean that you're not working, but that's how they make it sound. And they're like, oh, it's passive income. If you're working, it's not passive income. That's not how that works. I make my own schedule. Do I wish I just worked 3 days a week? Absolutely. Do I usually work longer than that? Absolutely. Whenever my kid's napping, I'm either doing chores or working or taking a nap if I'm being real nice to myself. So that's dumb and not accurate, especially with these types of business opportunities. With NeoLife, it is an MLM. You're going to have to recruit, and recruiting people, it takes so much time. And oh dear God, it is excruciating and the worst. Your commitment to investing $1,000 into your business immediately with NeoLife. You gotta pay $1,000 to be a part of this cult? Babe, what? I assure you this is not for our benefit, but for yours. And we will explain why. Can you just tell us why now? So most likely why they're saying that is because most likely the highest tier of joining this MLM is probably around $1,000. A lot of them will have ones that are $200, $500, $800, and then $1,000. And that's most likely what it is that they aren't really giving you the opportunity or the option at all to even buy the lower amount. They're saying no, you have, this is how much it costs. So then they continue and say your monthly recurring investment is simply $220 in superior quality personal product use, which many have discovered to be not only of extreme value, but also is a cost savings from what they currently spend on supplements, shakes, energy, caffeinated drinks, skincare, home care products, etc. That's not even food. $220 a month. So what it is it's like an Autoship thing, right? That's what? I mean, you think about it. Usually supplements and stuff like that, it's sometimes a 60-day bottle, but usually it's a monthly supply, right? A 30-day supply. Caffeinated drinks, skincare. You're not buying skincare every single month usually. And your bathroom products and stuff, your self-care type of stuff, you're usually not buying that every single month. So I don't, who's doing that? Who is doing that? So crazy. It's giving huge Amway vibes. Of you have to buy from yourself. So like I said, their auto ship thing, a lot of MLMs have this to where you have to buy a certain amount each month. And even if they don't, a lot of uplines, the person who recruited you or their upline will require it of the team. So they will have it set up to where you automatically are doing this auto ship every single month. And then that essentially takes care of their group volume or personal volume requirements that they have every month to either rank up or maintain their rank that they're currently at. And here it even says, many receive this free with NeoLife's 3 for free referral program by simply enrolling 3 or more customers. NeoShip is required. So that's every month though. Who in the hell is going to be able to get 3 new customers every single month? And it's not that you are receiving that for free. It's that the commission from getting 3 people signed up for NeoShip, your Autoship program, is canceling out that other amount that you're required to spend, which is crazy. Your ability to take decisive action and move quickly by enrolling with us as a promoter within our NeoLife team by this evening. Girl, that scarcity, that FOMO. Because we want to have our team ready in time for our initial kickoff this Saturday. So crazy. And then it's saying our commitment. So basically what you're going to get is access to Cole LaBrant, Savannah LaBrant, and Alan and Nicole Blaine, who are their uplines, basically. So a lot of times what will happen when influencers, people with a social media following, whatever, get into MLMs, the person who recruited them into it will pay them an upfront sum because they know that or are expecting that they are going to receive that and more from this person's downline, basically. And that their return on investment, it's going to be worth it for them because they're going to be able to have access to this person's audience and not only possibly be able to sell other things to them, but that they are going to be able to either maintain their ranks or rank up or, things like that. And also whenever these people are bringing other people in, they could place them possibly wherever they want. It's a technique called stacking. And a lot of people in the MLM Monate have done that to maintain their ranks and try to make it so people below them don't drop their ranks or quit or whatever. And it's not allowed per the FTC and per many multi-level marketing companies themselves, but it's gross. This email continues and said weekly group coaching Zooms with Cole LABRANT and his wife, if she can make it, and then Alan and Nicole Blaine for the next 90 days. So is he really only going to be present in it for like 90 days? I need to set an alarm and we will check back in 3 months to see if he's still even in it. The fact that he's not like promoting it publicly is wild to me. And I really feel like this is just speculation. I'm not stating this is a fact, but I really am thinking that Nicole and Alan Blaine, whoever these people are, basically just paid him possibly an upfront sum to be able to get access to his audience, which is so wild. Alan and Nicole hosting a Q&A session for you immediately following each week's call. So he just dips out. This is wild. Just, I'm not trying to be dramatic and be like, it's like human trafficking, but it's like selling your audience, but not selling something to them. Like, here are these people you can sell to. Like, it's crazy. You'll immediately rank advance beyond the initial promoter title and be recognized as a manager, allowing you on day one to begin earning 10% to 20% on your customers' orders. How? Someone's got to be at the bottom. I don't understand how that's even possible. So this is saying this website that the first thing that popped up when I typed in NeoLife compensation plan. To get to the manager rank, the qualification, accumulate volume from your orders plus the orders of partners you sponsored for a total of 500 qualified point value in 1 month with at least 100 PV as well. So to get to that rank, you would have to have like, what, 3-4 people below you? So how are they doing that? That doesn't make any sense. It like someone has to be at the bottom. That's not how that works. Like, I have goosebumps. This is crazy. Oh my God. Like, you probably can't even see, but holy crap. Like, this is amazing and horrible, obviously. And then it goes further and says that your $1,000 investment will get you $75, a lifetime distributorship, your own home-based business. You don't own anything. That's not what it is. You're a 1099 employee with NeoLife and a forever home on our team. Sir, this seems like you're not even on your team. My God. And then $800 more or less, NeoLife products. See, exactly what I said. It's that they're having you buy a certain amount. And I assume that that's to, like I said before, like rank people up and be able to try to have them buy the most expensive one. That's fucking crazy, man. Then it goes on to say, this is how, the steps you need to take advantage of this. And of course it says, go to neolife.com/LABRANT, whatever, and sign up. And then it says you must get to the 500 PV to reach manager to qualify for the 500K club. Like I said, it's saying like to buy a ton of this and sign up for being a distributor. And then reply to this email with the subject line, enrolled in the 50K club. And then it says 100% optional bonus step. Step 3, secure your ticket to one or both of these in-person events. If someone does everything on here, they're not only joining a pyramid scheme, which is priceless. So it's $1,000. And then you have one or both of these things. And it's like $150 and then $150 again. So you have $300 now. So $1,300. He started this pitch out saying that people don't have money. How are you going to ask people who most likely are young and naive, who have been saying that they are struggling financially? You're asking them for $1,500. But wait, there's more. There's always more. Not just that, then they have to set up an Autoship for $200 extra a month or $220 a month. So within 3 months, they've spent over, $2,500 with you? That's crazy. $2,500 that they probably don't even have. Now, this bald mother effer, Alan Blaine, 100% looks like he runs a cult. Now, he is someone who seems to be somewhere amongst the top of people in NeoLife. Now, I am so curious to know how Cole and Sav LABRANT were approached by these people or even met them in general. Like, it's icky and I don't like it. This is a multi-level marketing company. The average profit is 0 and most people end up losing money. This one, especially this specific team and this specific opportunity, it is up there with the upfront costs and with the recurring costs as well. Now, per this Medium article, it says here, if you've been on social media lately, you might have noticed NeoLife is trending, but not for the reasons that the company would like. And this is actually from August of 2024. So hardly 6 months ago. And it says it all started when someone boldly claimed they make $5,000 a month from selling NeoLife products. As you expected, the internet was quick to react in not a good way. And then, of course, it talks further about how NeoLife people are notorious, it seems, for doing like the bait and switch of they'll get you in to, and a lot of MLMs do this. For instance, Smart Circle, dear God, and all of their iterations, Vector Marketing, which is Cutco. Like I said, a lot of them do that. And if you think about it, a modern day version of doing that with like an in-person interview is just doing it on social media and posting all about how you have a great opportunity for people to make this amount of money within a certain amount of time. And they don't need any qualifications. They don't need a body. They don't even need to be alive. Breathing, you don't need it. Sign up for my MLM. You can do it and not do anything and make all this money. It's like when people are like, oh, I do digital marketing. And then it turns out they just sell you a course that then you're going to sell to other people who can also sell that course about selling courses and about selling courses. Or the, oh, I'm an influencer. Fill out my influencer application. No, you're not. Oh, want to work from home? I'm hiring. No, you're not. You're recruiting people onto your team, you scammer. Now, there is an MLM called Nellolife instead of just NeoLife. There's an L between the E and the O. So just keep that in mind. They are different. Nellolife is one that actually sent me a cease and desist. It was quite hilarious. I opened up the email and I was like, oh my gosh, which one is this from? And I was like, when did I even talk about them? I did, but I was like, guys, calm down. You're not that important, okay? Here's a great story from r/scams on Reddit. And it says, so me and a coworker at my new job talk about how we want to get out of the 9-to-5 and start our own business. Girl, don't do it. This job's great, don't get me wrong, but like, you know, it sucks when something's not going well in business. You're in charge and you're the boss, and it's also probably your fault. He says he wants me to talk to his friend that is successful and can help me leave the 9-to-5 and start my own business. Leading up to the meeting, he texts me and tells me to look professional and that I should wear my best clothes to show my appreciation for his time. That's weird. It's a weird thing to text somebody. I meet my coworker at a cafe. He's wearing a suit. His friend comes in later and we start talking. At first, he says things that are genuinely motivating things, stuff that is helpful to know, like different things to maximize productivity and becoming a business owner. You mean all things you could look up on Pinterest? At the end was where I was concerned. He asked me to read a book related to business and meet back in a week to discuss the book. He has my coworker send me the PDF that he already had on his phone to read. I got a bad feeling, so I asked him why he was doing this. He never really answered the question and just kind of said that we could partner together. I asked him if I had to pay anything, and he started getting really defensive. His body language changed to become more defensive, and I asked him about that. I told him my brother's life got derailed by a pyramid scheme, and he got really awkward. He asked me if I even know what that is. He mentors people about becoming a business leader for free, but I'm worried it will turn into something more and that he will just try to hook me with his weird scheme. His professional attitude pretty much fell apart when I started to push back a little bit, which is what tipped me off. The edit here says, he's not trying to recruit me into any company, but he's trying to teach me how to start a business, which I'm concerned as to 1, why, and 2, why free, and 3, why me? Literally, yes. Exactly. Ask yourself that constantly. That one could be Amway, and a lot of people have said that that could be NeoLife as well. And it really does seem like NeoLife takes a lot out of Amway's book, and it really does seem like they sell a lot of the same products. Even in the email that LABRANT sent, it said it's like skincare, supplements, home products, and it's like, am I buying NeoLife toilet paper? What's going on? One thing I do think is interesting is that they do say that the investment is around $1,000, and they want you to spend about $800 in products so that you can get up to 500 points. What's crazy is that I personally think it would be a little bit more than that because obviously, I mean, everything's worth like a different amount of points, I guess. But for instance, when you buy the weight loss solution, 4 NeoLife shakes and 1 new Pro Vitality. Don't know what that is. This says the price is $240, and then the PV amount that it's equivalent to is $146. So I'm going to try to build out a little cart here and see what's what. All right, so I was able to get up to 519 PV, and I do have 937 BV, and it looks like I saved somehow almost $300, but guess what? my total is still $872.24. So So here's a little chart that I find quite great from the compensation plan for NeoLife. So one thing I do like is that on this PDF that I found, and I can link it below if you'd like, that it actually shows you little diagrams, because this gal's a visual learner, of how many people and all that you have to have under you to be able to get to a certain level. So thank God for Oz over at Behind MLM. I love you so much, Boo. You know I love you. So they have, of course, a review of this company, but it's from 2017. And it's just so interesting. So NeoLife is based out of California in the US, and they operate in the nutrition supplement niche. Heading up the company is founder and chairman Jerry Brassfield. NeoLife began as Golden NeoLife Diamite International. I can't read, sorry. Or what most people just call it, GNLD International, back in 1954. In 2013, the company was rebranded as NeoLife. So there are 16 ranks within NeoLife. We have a distributor, you're just an affiliate, just a, very bottom. And then manager, senior manager, director, emerald director, sapphire director, 1 ruby director, 2 ruby director, 3 ruby director. Guess what comes after that? No, you're wrong. It's 4 ruby director, 5 ruby director, 1 diamond, 2 diamond, 3 diamond, 4 diamond, and 5 diamond. Okay. PV stands for personal volume and is sales volume generated by sales to the retail customers and the sales reps' own product orders, which that should not be how it is. It should just be retail sales, not your own purchases, because then you can just buy your own rank, basically. And then GV stands for group volume, which is personal volume generated by the downline, so the people below you, and that goes towards you, right? So being at the 4th rank of the company, right? That's the one that this graphic is talking about here. So it's you, and then you have 12 club members under you, which means like 12 retail customers that the club members means they've signed up for like the Autoship, and that's just under you. And then you have 3 promoters under you and 12 retail customers under each of those. Who is going to be able to have 12 people buying these products? So obviously, what's easier? Just having people sign up under you as a promoter, right? So it says here that this NeoLife business would earn you more than $12,000 per year. Do you know how hard it would be to not only to get to that point, but to maintain that with all those retail customers? But in my opinion, the reason why they're saying this is because, or have it mapped out like this, is because they want to make it look like, oh no, it's easy to sell. It's so easy to sell. Okay, so also on the BehindMLM.com website, it's amazing. You really need to go check it out. It says here, joining NeoLife. NeoLife Affiliates membership is $49, which now we see that after almost 10 years, it's like $79 or something like that. And it says a new NeoLife affiliate can also choose to sign up through one of these offered kits. So it's the builder kit, which is $440, and then the manager kit, which is $785, and then the senior manager kit, which is $1,500. The primary difference between these kits is income potential via the NeoLife compensation plan. So I'm thinking that that's why it says the manager kit, and it's almost $800, right? Because in that email that LABRANT was sending out said that on the first day after buying this one, you'd be at the manager level, which seems not good. So basically, if you are paying more to join, you are going to be earning more to join. It's gross. So it really just does seem at the end of the day that this business model is, in my opinion, based on getting people to pay more when they sign up and then get locked into that NeoShip, the Autoship, and then just having them month over month spend that same amount of money. And then, that feeds up to you as well and qualifies you for whatever. And then trying to have them recruit more people to do the exact same thing, which is crazy. Like I said, this company, NeoLife, in my opinion, definitely mimics Amway in a way, and Amway, the dinosaur itself, is, in my opinion, a cult too. And I do think that this operates as such as well. And it just seems so weird that you don't see a lot about this on social media. And I really am thinking that they possibly push that as well. You don't really see people recruiting, the girl bosses, the Amway girl bosses aren't on social media, promoting their business opportunity, right? It's much more secretive. And a lot of times, just like other high control groups and cults, they will do that so that they can control the information that's getting out there. And with other MLMs like this one, NeoLife, that they will purposely do that and discourage people from talking about it on social media and using that as a recruitment tool so that they can control what's being put out there. And I hate that because then it's harder for people like us to call out. I want to know how the LABRANTs got sucked into this. I mean, they obviously fell for it, duh. But they clearly just like want super easy money. But what are you doing? How did these people get you? Did they just pay you out just an amount of money? Because it doesn't seem like Cole's going to be very involved in it at all after he just gets that money. Anyways, yeah, so that is what happened with Cole LABRANT and Savannah LABRANT and their gaggle of children. I mean, the children are innocent, so let's leave them out of it. But it seems like they went from comparing female reproductive rights to the Holocaust straight on over to joining a commercial cult and a pyramid scheme. So that's fun. Please don't fall for this. This is embarrassing. This is dumb. These people are idiots, in my opinion. Don't go seek out anyone I put in this video. If you have a story about this or something like this, please let me know. Make sure to subscribe. Did you know that when you hit subscribe to my channel, your butt automatically just looks so good, juicy, plump, hydrated, amazing, lifted, and all the snacks that you have today are going to be amazing. However, if you're not subscribed, I wish the worst for you and you're dead to me and your butt is sagging and looks disgusting. But you can fix that by just subscribing. Anyways, your butt looks good. That's only if you're subscribed to me. Otherwise, you're dead to me. And stay spicy, assertive, feral, delusional, all those things. And I'll see you in my next video. Goodbye.